For a long time, you may have believed that prosperity requires struggle, sacrifice, or constant effort. Since childhood, you've probably heard things like money doesn't grow on trees, success comes only through hard work, or life is tough and only the strong survive. As common as these ideas may seem, they quietly planted a resistance within you, a resistance to the natural flow of abundance the universe is constantly offering. But today, I want you to see prosperity through new eyes. I want you to open yourself to a different possibility, that it's possible to live a prosperous life without exhausting effort, without anxiety, and without constant tension. I want to show you that when you release resistance and allow the universe to flow through you, abundance starts to reach you naturally, gently, and continuously. You may not realize it, but you are always connected to a limitless source of abundance. The universe is generous by nature. It's built on continuous expansion. Think for a moment about how everything in nature grows effortlessly. Trees don't struggle to grow. Flowers don't force themselves to bloom. It all unfolds naturally, effortlessly, simply because that is the natural rhythm of life. And you, being part of this same universe, also have access to this infinite flow. You were born worthy of prosperity and abundance, and you don't need to prove anything to anyone to deserve the best. Your role is not to fight the flow, but to allow it to happen within and around you. Allowing the flow means letting go of the limiting belief that everything must be hard. It means no longer repeating to yourself that you must work yourself to exhaustion to deserve financial success or material comfort. When you think that way, you're telling the universe you believe in scarcity, and the universe simply gives you more of that. But what if, starting today, you changed your vibration? What if instead of fighting the current, you simply relaxed and allowed the river of abundance to carry you with ease and grace? What if you began affirming daily, I allow prosperity to come to me effortlessly. The universe is abundant, and I receive that abundance naturally. You'll quickly notice your emotions start to shift. That feeling of anxiety, tension, and pressure begins to give way to lightness, joy, and enthusiasm. And it is precisely this emotional shift that opens the doors to a new reality. Because the truth is, the universe doesn't respond to your words. It responds to the emotional energy you radiate each day. If you're constantly worried, afraid there's not enough money, anxious about upcoming bills, or expecting something to go wrong, the universe picks up on that energy and reflects it back to you in the form of situations that reinforce those fears. But if you begin to trust, to relax, and to allow things to unfold, the universe responds immediately, bringing opportunities, solutions, and positive surprises that seem to come out of nowhere. Allowing the flow also means recognizing that you are already worthy of everything you desire. You don't have to do anything special or difficult to deserve prosperity. You deserve it simply because you exist, because you are a unique and valuable human being in this universe. The idea of worthiness is essential because as long as you don't feel worthy, you'll keep creating unconscious barriers to your own success and abundance. So I invite you to pause for a moment and say, either out loud or in your mind, I deserve to live with ease, abundance, and prosperity. I allow the universe to send me the best, without resistance, without effort. Feel these words echoing within you. Notice how something inside you begins to relax and make room for a new sense of trust. You can begin releasing the resistance that has been blocking prosperity from reaching you. Right now, from this moment on, instead of struggling, choose to trust. Choose to believe that you're on the right path, that the universe is quietly working in your favor, and that your only job is to allow things to flow naturally. Start practicing simple, daily affirmations that reinforce this new mindset. Phrases like, I allow money to come to me easily. I am an open and receptive channel for prosperity. My life is light, simple, and abundant. These affirmations help reprogram your mind and heart, and they send out a new vibration that the universe can respond to. Also know that allowing the flow doesn't mean doing nothing and waiting for magic. It means taking action. Yes, but with inspiration, with ease, with joy. It's about acting not from desperation or anxiety, but from a place of inner peace and excitement. When your actions come from that place, every step you take brings results much faster. Always remember, effort-free. Prosperity doesn't mean absence of movement. It means absence of struggle. It means allowing life to flow, allowing things to come to you with ease. And that's exactly what the universe is ready to do for you right now. Take a deep breath and accept in your heart that you're ready to live this new reality. Say silently to yourself, from this day forward, I release all resistance and allow prosperity to flow to me naturally. I trust the flow of life and feel how liberating it is to live this way, with confidence, lightness, and the absolute certainty that the universe is on your side, always ready to deliver its best to you. I want you to understand something essential. Prosperity doesn't come only when you work nonstop. It arrives when you are in harmony with who you are and what you believe you deserve. The secret is to align your thoughts and emotions to vibrate on the same frequency as abundance. When you do that, prosperity doesn't just approach, it settles into your life naturally. Allowing the flow begins with small daily gestures. When you wake up and choose to feel grateful simply for being alive, you're already vibrating in gratitude. And gratitude is one of the most powerful keys to opening doors you never even knew existed. So start your day by saying, thank you, universe, for this new day full of possibilities. This simple phrase immediately shifts your energy because it connects you with the feeling of abundance. Another powerful habit I want you to bring into your routine is to stop comparing yourself to others. When you compare your life to someone else's, you automatically create a sense of lack. You start feeling like something is missing in you, like you're behind or not good enough. And that vibration of lack closes the doors to prosperity. Each person has their own timing, their own rhythm, their own lessons. The only comparison you need to make is with who you were yesterday. If today you're a little more confident, a little calmer, a little more grateful, then you're already on the right path. Understand that prosperity is not just about money. Prosperity means having time for yourself, having your health, nurturing good relationships, and welcoming opportunities that help you grow. It means having peace to sleep well and excitement to wake up. When you expand your view of what it means to be truly prosperous, you begin to recognize the many forms of abundance already present in your life. And that realization is magical, because the universe sees that you appreciate what you have and sends you even more. To allow the flow, start asking yourself every day, what makes me feel abundant right now? It might be something simple, like enjoying a delicious cup of coffee, seeing the smile of someone you love, or simply feeling the fresh morning breeze. If you can learn to feel prosperous in these simple moments, you become a magnet for even greater things. And remember, feeling worthy is just as important as being grateful. When you repeat mentally, I deserve the best the universe has to offer, you are affirming a powerful truth. Even if part of you doubts it at first, keep repeating. Over time, that new belief will take root in your subconscious and begin to shape your choices, your thoughts, and your emotions. Also, keep in mind that allowing the flow doesn't mean ignoring your responsibilities or giving up on your dreams. On the contrary, it means believing that you can achieve everything you desire without sacrificing your inner peace. When you're at peace, you act with clarity, you choose wisely, and you move forward from a place of inspiration, not desperation. Peace is the foundation for building an effortless life of prosperity. So how do you cultivate that peace? By setting aside moments just for yourself. It can be a few minutes of silence in the morning, a short meditation, or simply writing your intentions in a journal. In these quiet pauses, you hear your intuition, you reconnect with the universe, and you strengthen your trust that everything is falling into place. Trust is also essential. Trust that even when you don't understand how something will happen, the universe is already working behind the scenes to bring you what you desire at the perfect time. When doubts or fears arise, say to yourself, I trust the process. I trust the universe. I trust myself. These simple words are like balm for the heart and remind you of the power you hold. And if you want to start shifting your vibration right now, do this exercise with me. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine yourself surrounded by a golden light, as if the universe itself is embracing you with love and abundance. Feel this light entering every cell of your body, dissolving any fear or resistance. Say out loud or silently, I allow prosperity to flow to me with ease. I am part of the universe's infinite abundance. Repeat it as many times as you feel called to. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. And remember, prosperity is not a destination. It is a state of being. When you choose to vibrate in love, gratitude, and trust, you begin to walk each day with your heart open to receive. That's how effortless prosperity becomes real in your life. If you're enjoying this message, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and come walk this path of transformation with me. Now that you've started to understand how to allow the flow of prosperity, I want you to go even deeper into this new way of living. It's important to remind yourself daily that abundance is an inner state that reflects outward. When you shift how you feel, you shift what you attract. It's not just about saying pretty words. It's about genuinely feeling each one in the depth of your heart. Many people start using affirmations but give up because they expect instant results and get frustrated. Remember, you've spent years, maybe even decades, building beliefs rooted in scarcity, fear, and limitation. It will take some time for your mind to fully accept the idea that prosperity can be easy and natural. So be patient with yourself and trust the process. One key to allowing the flow is consistency. Practicing gratitude or affirmations only when things are going well won't create deep change. The real power comes when you're able to keep your faith and energy high even on difficult days. That's when you show the universe that your trust isn't dependent on external circumstances, but on the person you choose to be. When you notice your mind slipping back into thoughts of lack, pause and take a deep breath. Bring your awareness to the present and choose a new thought. It can be something simple like, I choose to trust, I am at peace, or everything is working out in my favor. These small shifts in focus are powerful tools to stay aligned. I also want to remind you to be mindful of the words you speak in your daily life. When you say things like, I can't afford anything, my life is hard, or nothing ever works out for me, you're reinforcing those realities in your energy field. Replace them immediately with positive affirmations, even if your circumstances haven't changed yet, because the new frequency you maintain is what will attract the shift. Say things like, I always find unexpected solutions. Money comes to me from unexpected sources. Or my life becomes lighter and more prosperous every day. These words have the power to shape your reality. Another key to staying in the flow of abundance is cultivating joy. Prosperity loves those who have fun, who laugh, who are grateful even for the simplest things. When you do what brings you joy, your frequency naturally rises. This could be singing, dancing, walking outdoors, tending to plants, or any activity that makes your heart smile. Joy is a universal language that the universe understands as a green light to bring you more of what you love. The more you allow yourself to enjoy the little things, the more connected you become to the natural flow of life. I also want you to open yourself to receiving. Many people are great at giving but have difficulty receiving, and that blocks the flow. Receiving is just as important as giving. So when someone gives you a compliment, smile and accept it. When life offers you something unexpected, say yes without hesitation. When an opportunity shows up, embrace it without fear. Receiving is an act of self-love and respect for what the universe wants to offer you. Also, begin paying attention to your thoughts as soon as you wake up. The way you start your day sets the tone for the energy you will carry throughout it. If, when you open your eyes, you feel grateful for what you have, affirm that amazing things can happen, and visualize a light and prosperous day, you create an energetic field that attracts situations in tune with that frequency. On the other hand, if you wake up complaining, fearing problems, or feeling overwhelmed, that is exactly the energy you send out to the universe, and that is what comes back to you. That is why your morning should become a sacred ritual. Wake up with gratitude, move your body, drink water, breathe consciously, and start the day affirming that you are worthy of everything you desire. And never forget that your body is also part of the flow. Take care of it with kindness. When you eat mindfully, move with pleasure, and rest with quality, your body becomes a clearer channel for abundance to flow through. Treat yourself as someone worthy of care, because you are. Another essential step to allowing the flow is to keep your mind open. The universe loves to use unexpected paths to deliver what you desire. So do not limit how prosperity can reach you. It often appears in ways you would never imagine. An invitation, an idea, a gift, a new friendship, or even a situation that seems negative at first but later reveals itself as a blessing. The more flexible you are, the quicker you will notice the disguised opportunities the universe places in your path. Let go of the need to control how things happen and simply focus on keeping your vibration high and your heart open. And above all, trust. Trust is the soil where prosperity grows. When you truly believe that everything is working in your favor, you relax. And by relaxing, you allow the flow to happen. Trust is not the absence of fear, but the daily choice to remember that even when things do not go as planned, the universe has something better prepared for you. Bring this into your life. There is no effort more powerful for creating prosperity than a trusting heart. Trust is what opens paths, inspires aligned action, and attracts miracles. Every day, choose to trust more than you doubt, love more than you fear, be grateful more than you complain. This is how effortless prosperity becomes your new reality. Now that you have understood how to cultivate gratitude, trust, joy, and openness to receiving, I want you to know that allowing the flow also means choosing your environments and relationships with intention. Prosperity grows stronger when you are in spaces that inspire you, with people who believe in possibility, celebrate your victories, and encourage your growth. When you spend too much time around people who complain, play the victim, or criticize those who aim to grow, your energy begins to vibrate at that same frequency, and that closes the doors to abundance. This does not mean you have to walk away from the people you love, but you do need to protect your energy, limit negative conversations, and actively seek to connect with people who share your vision of abundance and lightness. Another essential point is to have patience. Allowing the flow does not mean everything will happen on your schedule or in the exact way you expect. Many times, the universe needs time to align events, people, and circumstances that will lead you to what you desire. If you get anxious and start believing that nothing is happening, you emit a vibration of doubt that slows down or blocks the flow. So trust. The universe is always working in your favor, even when you cannot yet see it. And remember, prosperity is a journey, not a destination. You never fully arrive because life is always moving. When you reach one dream, new desires will naturally emerge because your soul was made to expand. Accept that as something natural and beautiful. The flow is continuous. You are always creating, always receiving, always evolving. I also want you to begin celebrating every small manifestation. Often, we only focus on big achievements and forget to be grateful for the small signs that show the universe is listening. Found money on the street, received an unexpected gift, got a sincere compliment, celebrate it. Every one of these is a sign that you are in tune with abundance. Also, allow yourself to dream without limits. When you set goals, be specific, but do not place limits on how or where they should come from. For example, if you want to increase your income, affirm, I am open to receiving more prosperity from both known and unknown sources. This gives the universe the freedom to bring it to you in surprising ways. Another powerful key to staying in the flow is letting go of the need for approval. Many people stop chasing their dreams or making changes in life because they are afraid of what others will think. Prosperity flows freely when you choose to live in alignment with who you truly are, not with what others expect of you. When you stop seeking external validation, you reconnect deeply with your essence and become magnetic to everything that aligns with your truth. Remind yourself every day that your worth does not depend on anything outside of you. You do not need a huge bank account to feel worthy of good things. Worthiness is yours by birthright, simply because you exist. And the more you love yourself, the more the universe reflects that love back to you in the form of opportunities, healthy relationships, and abundant experiences. Another practice that reinforces the flow is to give with joy. When you share, whether it is money, time, or kind words, you are telling the universe that you trust there will always be more. Giving opens space to receive twice as much. But remember, only give what feels good and makes sense to you, with ease and without pressure. Giving out of fear or guilt does not create abundance. It reinforces scarcity. Now, imagine how your life would feel if you started acting every day as someone who knows the universe is infinitely generous. How would you wake up in the morning? How would you greet others? What choices would you make? When you begin to live as if abundance is already real, it becomes real faster than you can imagine. And if you ever feel that things are stuck or difficult, go back to the basics. Breathe deeply, connect with your heart, practice gratitude, and affirm, I allow the universe to arrange everything for my highest good. I trust the flow. This simple choice can dissolve any resistance and bring lightness back to your path. Everything you need to allow prosperity to come with ease is already within you. You no longer need to struggle against life. From this moment on, you can choose to walk in harmony with it, knowing that every step you take with faith and gratitude brings you closer to the reality you truly desire. And I want you to remember, always, that you deserve to live with peace, comfort, joy, and calm. You do not need to suffer or exhaust yourself to achieve this. The universe wants to see you thrive, smile, and expand. It wants to see you using your gifts, helping others, and enjoying all the beauty that life has to offer. So today, choose to let go. Choose to trust. Choose to open yourself to everything the universe wants to give you. Because effortless prosperity is not just a beautiful idea. It is your right. It is real. And it begins with the decision you make right now to allow the flow.